Hello, welcome to another Enlightened Lego knockoff review. I'm not really going to call this a bootleg. Now, for those of you who don't remember, they've been releasing minifigure packs, including the Three Kingdoms. I've already reviewed all 4 of those Three Kingdoms sets. I hope they bring out even more Three Kingdoms stuff. But in terms of actual minifigure line, that's not specific to any theme or characters. Yeah, they've bootlegged the logo almost, and the design, the way that they're doing it in terms of the instruction sheet as well. They kind of sort of copied that, but all the figures themselves are all their own design. You see there's a little girl, footballer, a jailer, a Chinese vampire, which was the coolest one from the last set, SWAT team, teddy bear mascot, cyborg, and a toy soldier from like the Nutcracker or something. So these are their own designs. Now, of course, the minifigure shape is based on official Lego, and you have these display plates that you can stick a card in the back. These are based on the Lego display stages that were released a long time ago when Lego Star Wars figures were still yellow skinned. They released a few packs of minifigure packs. You get 3 battle droids in one box, or Darth Vader, Emperor, and one more character in the box, for example. And they all came with a little card on the back giving some of their stats, as well as this little plate. And these cards, compared to the Three Kingdoms one that they've done, the Three Kingdoms one are purely card, and they broke very easily by sticking them in. The display stage is already damaging that card, whereas these ones, as well as Wave 1 of the minifigures from Enlighten, have these laminated sort of plasticky cards with backgrounds on them, and they're a bit better. They don't damage as much. So in Wave 2, or as they call it, this is set 1502. This is a series 2B, and so I guess series 1A and B were the Three Kingdoms ones, and these ones 2A and 2B are just sort of standard figures. We have a witch here, Cupid, airplane pilot, chef, rapper, voodoo voodoo chief, a builder, construction worker, and a knight. Here's a closer look at all of the backing cards. I'm not sure where this art comes from. They could have done it themselves. They could have copied it from Deviant or something, but not sure. The witch has her own little workshop. The Cupid has a bunch of clouds and birds. Pilot has an airplane at the runway. Chef has a kitchen. Hip rapper has a Detroit. And the chief has his own sort of village hut. A builder has a workshop, and of course Knight has a Picasso in the background. And the bottom of all these cards also have a little bit of the logo, as well as the number of the figure, and the name of the figure, and what number set this comes from. And this card here has a bit of dirt on the back. Yeah, laminated and shiny on one side, flat on the other. It just has really nasty, kind of shiny, kind of matte surface. Like when you scratch your nails against it, it will make that noise. I'm not going to do it, because I'm already shivering from the imagining noise that I can hear from scratching that. First for characters here, pilot guy has a little briefcase, mic for the rapper of course, hammer for the worker, and a little ice cream scoop for the chef. It's definitely ice cream scoop because it's far too deep to be a regular spoon, and of course a cooking pan. And yeah, all these, they're printed okay. Rapper's body feels very cheap because there's not enough colors going on. It just looks wrong. The face looks like, who could that be? Who could that look like, that face? Let's see. It's got douchey glasses like Kanye West, but his beard is like 50 Cent. And he's got grills like Nelly. Just a mixed batch. A hybrid rapper of just random stuff. None of these figures have back print, or back head print at least. So Pilot is just blank right there. You can stick his hair back on. And you might be noticing that the plastic quality isn't that good with these guys. If you have any of the previous Enlighten figures, these are not as good, unfortunately. Chef was also missing a left hand, so I just got one of the spares that I have and just stuck it on him. So, come on, hat, come off. Hat's really stuck. There is a hole on top of the hat. So, while these aren't completely completely bootlegs. They're still bootlegging pieces from Lego. I can't get his head out. It's completely stuck. Come on. Okay, I had to really rip the hat to pull it off this guy. That was kind of annoying. And same as this guy as well. They get pretty stuck. Yeah, no back prints on most of them apart from the wrapper. He's got some clothing print on the back, so that's that. And yeah, the overall shape and quality of these. You got the soft-ish shoulder. You can see that. Oh, hand pops out. Same with the chef. The arm is really, really loose. That's not good. The clutch is all over the place with these. You can see how much the hip joint wobbles. That's a sign of cheap plastic right there. It's quite soft. Leg pins do have a bump in it, just like official Lego, so the legs don't fall out. Leg clutch on all these seem to be okay so far. Inside there you can see there's not really any support for the plastic. It still feels solid and secure enough. And I don't have any problems with any of the hit clutches. They all stay in pretty fine. And finally, the plastic is, especially the black plastic, is way too shiny. Way too shiny. It makes them feel a lot cheaper than they are. One tiny little detail here, the suitcase prints Enlighten, E-N-L-I, Enlighten. It's shortened for Enlighten. They just took the first four letters and now so it's Enlighten. Next up we have fantasy characters, slightly more fantasy characters. The Witcher has a really big staff. Not really sure where that mold comes from, but it's pretty cool. I almost feel like you should potentially stick like a piece in there, like some sort of magic eye. Come off, there we go. And yeah, this piece is pretty cool. Very nice wooden piece. I really want to know where this comes from. Maybe it's not even Lego, it could be like a Mega Bloks thing that they copied. Who knows? Hat and hair is attached as a single piece. It comes up pretty easily. And it is painted, so the hair is painted on. So you do get a little bit of edges around the hair where it's still purple. Her leg piece is a giant slanted sloped block, no print on the back. The witch is printed quite nicely actually, both face and the body. It's very detailed and it's nice, it's nicely done. Chief here has a weird skull thing staff. The skull itself is its own sort of minifigure head. Let me just come off. The hands are really tight. Yeah, there we go. Reminds me of Grim Fandango. That's an awesome game and had awesome skeletons in it. Yeah, this head really reminds me of because of the expression, I guess. Like if you just remove that black bracket around the eyes, that's a totally Grim Fandango head right there. Not necessarily the main character, it could be any of the skeleton characters, but it just reminds me of it. And we just removed that. The chief mask is attached via the neck for some reason. Would have been better if it wasn't. It was just attached on the top so I can easily move it and plug it on. But it's what we got, and the mask piece itself is pretty detailed. Neon painted is actually quite cool. I like that a lot. Cape is very cheap. It's already breaking apart is the edges, but it is actually printed. There's a bit of chiefy details on the back, so that's cool. Not even Superman has the Superman logo on his bloody cape. Seriously guys, Lego, please stop printing Superman logo on his cape. And yeah, Cupid here has his little wings, and he does have blue eyes, and he has these short articulate legs, just as Xing Yuan had introduced. And the bow and arrow here are actually different from your regular Lego bow and arrows. They're a little bit more Cupid-y, like more round around the edges. And yep, Cupid here does have back body print as well as side leg print. So I'm just going to take those wings off, and now you can see the back of Cupid's body. Wings are a single piece, by the way, just tiny little wings. Finally, we have the knight character. The horns are detached. You have to put them on yourself. Oh, come on, I'll get the arm piece off. It has a Templar body arm underneath. So that's good. You can mix him with the Assassin's Creed bootleg figures. That'd be great. Yeah, so Templar Knight with a big helmet there. Actually, imagine you give him a red cape, then he really look like one of those Templars from Assassin's Creed. Leg print is okay as well. He's just white on the back, so no back print. But yeah, he's done quite nicely. Maybe I'm a little bit more biased for the Three Kingdoms stuff because I really like Three Kingdoms and Dynasty Warriors and all that, but I really, right now, I feel that the plastic on these guys are nowhere near as good as the previous stuff. So that's kind of annoying, kind of frustrating, and these figures aren't bad. Like you can see, the print is very sharp and detailed. The quality on all of these are printed very nicely and designed very nicely. The accessories you get with them, the stage and the presentation with the background cards are all pretty good. And despite seeming almost completely random at first glance, you do get half sort of more city folk, more modern folk, and half fantasy stuff, just like the previous wave. So there's some sort of theme, some sort of line going on here. It's just the plastic is just kind of all over the place in terms of clutch. They look good on display, but if you start playing around with them, you will probably have a bad time, start to get annoyed when things either keep falling off or being a bit too tight. You should be able to display them in dioramas just fine. Just if you give these to kids and move them around, do note that, for example, the arms have a tendency of falling off so easily, and that's not something you want to give to young kids who might eat or swallow these. So that's a bit of a bummer, really. So if you do get these, I don't really recommend these too much, but if you do get them, just be warned of the loose, especially loose shoulder joints. That can be really, really annoying and potentially dangerous for kids. So do be careful when you get one of these. If you found this video enjoyable or useful, please consider clicking the like button, subscribe button if you haven't done so already, or share this video with other people who you think might find this useful. As always, you can check out my other LEGO Bootleg as well as LEGO official stuff reviews on this channel, hopefully if adblock turned off, because with adblock I won't be able to continue to afford doing this channel. Or you can support this channel as well as my animation channel on Patreon. The links are below, so you can check that out. As always, take care, have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.